YouTube. It is Damien. It is the Rise of a Nation. It is episode 130. Today, we have got Barcelona at home at the SFB Stadium in Denmark, a place where historically we do not lose in the Champions League. We then obviously have got Dortmund and Zenit, and we will find out in today's episode, will we be in the Champions League knockout stage yet again, or will we be off to the Europa League for the second time in 3 years? There's also the possibility, after Zenit beat Dortmund last episode in match day 2, that we could also, match day 3, that we could also miss out altogether because Zenit are right behind us on 3 points, and we do expect Dortmund to come back and win in Zenit today, and everything's going to be quite tight. In terms of what you've missed so far, not much. We won 2 games in the league, 2-0, 1-0. A bad yet again, getting another man of the match. The guy is insane. You saw how insane he was last episode out against Barca. If you didn't, I highly recommend go check it out. We did lose that game 2-1, but was a bit of a thriller, and a bad was fantastic. In terms of the team, nothing much has changed. The only real bit of annoyance is Campos picked up a training injury. Picked up an injury in a game, I reckon, against Vigil. Damaged shoulder. That is really loud. My mic's picked up how loud my mum's TV is. I do apologise. We have gone in and started Sobby. He did score the winner last game out. He is a very experienced Egyptian that is very quick and knows what he's doing. And he doesn't mind a big game, so hopefully he will go out there and be really good. Second thing is Ibe is wanted by Bayern and Juve. Because of that, I started playing him. I can see why, because he is mentally unbelievable and physically not bad. I think at 20, it's time we start playing this kid out as a wing-back on attack. I am going to give him this game here as BMO comes in the chat. How are you, BMO? And hopefully Ibe will be very good. Also important to note, Campos, wanted by PSG, shows you how good this kid is. And at 20 is looking fantastic as well. There's a lot of interest around everyone. Penn is wanted by a whole heap of clubs. Lars wanted as well, but Lars never wants to leave, which is good. And Jefferson's still very upset, but does start because the form of Frank has not been particularly great. And yeah, hopefully we will be okay in this game here. We're going to line up. Oh my God, the game against Zenit, and that's already been played. Zenit and Dortmund drew. Wowzers. That is massive. Zenit and Dortmund drew. We're currently ahead of Zenit because of results against teams. We would stay ahead against Zenit as well. You would expect Zenit's going to lose to Barcelona next game out. We could technically lose, be third, and know that as long as we don't lose to Zenit, we'll finish fourth. Right? But we also know that if we can somehow win this game, we're going to be in the box seat to get through the group. This game is massive. Win this game, we're going to be in the box seat to get through the group. Dortmund, I repeat, have drawn to Zenit in Zenit. And fairly even game. Dortmund, to be fair, has probably been FN'd in both games. But hey, that's how it goes. I've been there and done that. In a massive game of everything on the line, a bad in goals, Ibe, Agildo, Bloom, and Neff. No, Thomas, he is injured actually. But he wasn't going to start anyway after his whole show at the new camp. Jefferson, Orbres, Yepi, Sobby, and Lars and Penna. Look, win this game, we're in the box seat. It could be massive. We have history against Barcelona. We did get a 2-2 draw in the 90th minute with Morton not too long ago. I swear we played Barcelona more than once in the Champions League. I just may have missed it. But we checked that last episode, and yeah. Here we go. They are lining up exactly the same. Josko, Nico, Moriba, Beneto. They are actually lining up the exact same team that beat us over in the new camp. So that's interesting to see. I am going to tell the boys they have faith. We are going to line up and play our way, and hopefully we will be okay. We're, of course, live on Twitch. Links down below. Of course, podcast. About to go film episode 11 of the podcast. Will be a bit of a recap of all the UCL, UEL, and of course the playoff finals that have gone on and everything going around in football at the minute, along with other sport as well. So highly recommend you check that out. Links will be down below as well. And judging by how up to date I'm getting and how much work I put in today to get up to date, you may actually see this episode before the next episode of the podcast comes out. So you would, in fact, get to see the episode I'm talking about if you see everything. All right. In the end, the boys are more talking about Tammy and, deals for Tammy and West Ham and all that sort of stuff that's been going on that I'll be talking about in the podcast. But score prediction, boys. JS, BMO, my dim sim. Who are we going to go? Who's your first 5 games, BMO? Let me know. Liverpool, Chelsea. He's doing Man United, say. Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, Spurs, Arsenal. All right, big game. Two changes, sorry, to the team that lost in Barca. There's a Barcelona team that has been incredible. By the way, Abad only conceded 5 goals in his last 10 games for SFB, which is massive. Look, we're headers in it as it stands. No matter what, after match day 4, we will be second. No matter what happens. That is going to be pretty insane. 4-0 win, JS. 2-1 says 2-1 win in Denmark, reckons Dim. I reckon Barca play the same way, we lose. It's just all about how many can Abad save. Brigone, Moriba. We get a press across. Albrecht does well. Jefferson should get there first. We're on the break. Lars is inside. Lars screaming for it. Finds it. Lars, big moment. Oh my God, hit it straight at the keeper. Was offside anyway. Oh. Would have not accounted anyway. Massive chance. Had to keep his line. Unlike in the new camp where Barca already had like 10 shots and flying, this game's been a little bit more pragmatic. Not dominating by any stretch of the imagination, but playing okay. It's a free kick, and this is in a goal scoring range. Abad save me. Yeah. You just know when it's a free kick day, you're going to concede. Lara scores 1-0. Their first chance has flown in. Typical FM and me in Champions League. And they put one shot on target and scored, and we put one shot on target and have it. 1-0 down. Time ticks away. 35 minutes played. Contulas, Beneto. In towards Neko. Good touch from the fullback. Back into Moriba. Just the midfield struggling to pick up anything. Ball back again. Yep, he's actually starting in the middle as well. Forgot to mention that. Serrano, Lara. Oh, yeah, too good. And that's game over. We just can't contain the Barcelona midfield. They're just too good. I feel like every other team we've got the measure of, it's just Barcelona are too good at this. Moving us around. We don't have an out-and-out defensively minded box-to-box midfielder. When my Liverpool save, Jordan Henderson's that sort of guy. Or Orbres and, Yepi or Horn or whatever. They're not, oh my God. But yeah. Anyway, Lara. Orbres wins. We need to go on the break here, Penner. Get on the ball. Never came across. Like, you got to bust the gut. I've been so disappointed with Penner. He scores hat-tricks and then doesn't do nothing. And they're going to build out again here. And they're on their way. Oh my God, it's a mistake. We need to score from this highlight, Jefferson. Jefferson. All right, well done, Jeff. It's the first goal we scored since all the transfer saga's been going on. 2-1, we have a lifeline. A mistake from Barcelona playing out at the back. Orbet's ball was not good. And Jefferson picks it off before Moriba can do anything. Ignored the run of Lars. And Barca maybe he's putting on a show for Barca to pick him up. But highlight from kickoff. This could be good or bad. More likely bad, but we'll find out. Nico. Still going. Yepi, what a tackle. Falls to him though. What's new? Beneto. Moriba. That's a ball and a half. Abad's made a big save to keep us in it. If they made it 3-1 then, I would have been livid. JS, by the way, has said, I'm not going to be here for the end of the game, but it's going to be a 3-3 draw. Would take that. Moriba's ball in. Should be Abad's and is. Oh, it's still going though. Never mind. Barca have probably been the better of the two teams, but we probably deserve to be in only 1 goal down. Look, we've been okay. Just the free kick's the free kick, and then obviously their second goal was too good. So, yeah. Highlight again. Can we catch him playing out again? Lars coming on the press. Going full blitzo. Just don't turn for Beneto. See, that's where we need a midfielder to win the tackle. We never did. And Lara's in again. Ives looks so out of depth. 3-1 down, game over. I'm looking so out of depth, it's not funny. Tremble for Eugene Neff. There's no one stepped up when needed. Nobody has stepped up when needed. The current Bayern Munich coach is the Barca manager, Fleck. I can't remember what his name is. He's about to become the German manager in real life. In the end, we just need a midfielder that's going to win the fucking ball. That's all we need. It's the only cog, really, out of this whole system changing to 4-4-2. All right, we've switched early because we need to chase goals here. We may as well go trying to win the game than anything. Sobby, ball through. Penner hasn't been scoring lately. Oh, my days, man. He can't fucking hit he can't beat a keeper to save his life at the minute, Penner. The game told me I should praise his form. He scored 2 hat-tricks. That's it. Hasn't been consistent. Jefferson, ball in. It was offside anyway. Yosko. There's the different moments. Bars have scored their big chances we've missed. And that's the moments. And now we've no real midfield. Well, they were walking through my midfield anyway. I might as well go for it. Be interesting to see. Lara's been too good. And now Tremble's sent off. Game over. It is all falling apart. All falling apart. Mariba's ball in, headed and wide. Gonna leave ourselves with a lot of work to do. Just can't win these massive games. Always like, oh, there's moments of brilliance, and then yeah, just don't have the squad. Wirtz is gonna come in for Penner. We need 2 goals with 10 men. It's not going to happen.
Put the aircon on.
Not a problem. Thanks, Mum. Albrecht. Contulos. Nico. Chips it over. They've got all the room in the world. Like, they should score like a mountain. But I have to stay on the front foot. I have to chase it with 10 men. They've hit the post and cleared. There's nothing else I can do. I have to go out there. I have to chase it. It's just is what it is. What else do I do? They butchered us again. Bad's made another fantastic save. Apparently I can make a 4th change. Who knows? Another highlight for Barca. They're all just flying in thick and fast at the minute for Barcelona. They've got so much room in the middle of the park. Like there's nothing I can do. Bad's made another save. I guess the only thing I could do is maybe move Albrecht back into there and go like that, but yeah. Wirtz on the break. Doubt this is a highlight. Keep going, my boy. You have Penn a spot next Champions League game because I've been unhappy with Penn. I'm still there. Win a pen. Or the highlight goes. And yeah. Don't deserve anything. Corner. Ball in. A bad wins. Mate. If there's ever a time when you lace up Lars, this is it. Go short, that's fine. We've got options. Agildo, he knows how to play ball. Bloom, chip it over. Both fullbacks want... Oh, my... Made a great save. Both fullbacks wanted it. You know, we're 3-1 down. We're against 10 men. You've got space. Fucking play it. You know, I do say play out from the back, but that does not mean just fucking, you know, stand there and do whatever. Wirtz, if you get there first, we're on the break. If you cut away now, FM, look at the break we're on. Still going Wirtz. Take him on. Cuts it. Campos. Oh my God, shoot. What are we trying to do? Walk it. Down to 10 men. Have a chance. Poor throw. Oh, nearly was. Yosko, Nico. Ibe wins. Jefferson turn. What is with us going all the way back to the keeper for no fucking reason? Albrecht wins that. Oh my God, ball through. Or go yourself, Albrecht. He has got himself a goal and a life. Oh my God, why would you try and chip him? He's not going down. All I'm going to say is we've played out of this. We've played well. Imagine what would have happened with a slice of luck or a bit of a better midfielder. Wirtz still there. Ball in. Lars. Great save from their keeper. Was offside anyway. So many moments. So many half moments. So many half moments. Yeppy with a long throw, not known for him. Oh my God, it's found its way to Wirtz. His effort was blocked by Lars. See what I mean? Man, like, Barca were too good for us. I understand. Like, they were too good for us. And yet again, another man in the match performance from our keeper. You just felt with a bit of with two proper box-to-box midfielders, we would have won that game. And that does not mean I want to get rid of Albrecht. It's just, if we're going to play the system, I don't know what you do with a guy this good. The thing is, I think you can carry a guy like him if you get a midfielder that is really good. And if you look at Yepi, he's surely he's the sort of guy that should complement. We just got absolutely killed by Barcelona. I guess it is Barcelona and they are unreal. And we're not there ready to win the Champions League yet. And we've been saying that for many seasons now. We're not there. We're not ready to win the Champions League. That's part of the grind, though. Just that game there, even with 10 men, we always look like we could be a goal threat. But with 10 men there, on a different day, Albrecht doesn't try the chip. Word's effort there at the end isn't blocked by Lars. It's 2-2. You know, it's 3-3. And yeah, look, when the game started, their first goal came from a Lars free kick. And like, what was the free kick for? Was it for something dumb? That's not even a foul. So that's the free kick that gave him a goal. A ball that Ives chipped up and headed, and apparently because he's extended his arm, it's a free kick. Right, Football Manager. Stupid. But like, if that doesn't happen, it's a different ball game. That first goal was so important. Once they scored the first, it gave them the confidence they played. Up until that first goal, we had this game, not under control, but thereabouts. I'm actually happy with that performance. I feel like if we produced those performances like we just did, against Zenit we would win, and against Dortmund, I don't know. The red card killed us too. Barcelona top the group. We currently are equal with Zenit and 2 points behind Dortmund. We're ahead of Zenit because of results against teams, and we also have a better goal difference. Dortmund's the one that's the worry. We do have Dortmund next. I do have to show you that game in its entirety. You do feel, don't appeal, and it was just dumb. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so what do we got? We got a few games in between, and then I'll see you guys for the Dortmund game. Massive game that. If we can find a point against Dortmund, if we find a point against Dortmund, we do finish third at a minimum. Because even if Dortmund beat Barcelona, we would then be ahead with results against teams. We are off to Germany. A point would be good enough to see us finish top 3. A win would put us in a fantastic position to finish second in the group. All things to play for. It is up for grabs. Can we do it? Let's go find out. Welcome back, YouTube. Episode 130, part 2. It's a brand new day. D-Day has dawned upon us. It is Dortmund versus SFB in a massive game in Group A of the Champions League. It is the 1st of June. We have also caught YouTube pretty much up. By the end of the 1st of June, you would see episodes up to 128 uploaded, and episode 129 and 130, which this one is following on probably the 2nd, and we're going to be up to date. So it's a pleasure to say to hello YouTube, you're up to date. It's great. Also, secondly, had to play these games on stream. We are live. Links down below. I always recommend it because it is fantastic. The amount of content that does go out without me saying it myself. But the people in the Discord, which is also linked down below, and everyone in the stream kind of like it, so I do recommend it. Anyhow, in Group A, as it stands, we are in prime position if we can get a result today. We've already had a game in today's match day 5. We've had Barca pump Zenit and absolutely give him a fisting. Repin getting sent off, which means he will miss the game on the final match day against me in Zenit. That leaves Zenit on 4 points. Already played 5 games. We have a better goal difference and we have a better result against teams as we did beat Zenit at home. We do know that if we get a point today, we would be 3 points ahead of Dortmund. 2 draws. We would have a better results against Zenit and a better goal difference than Dortmund more than likely. Dortmund would have to beat Barcelona on the final day, and there had to be some weird other sorting rules that would see Dortmund get out. I think that a draw today would see me finish. A draw today, no, wouldn't see me finish because I'll go to 5 and they go to 3. Never mind, what am I saying? A draw today would see me knowing that third spot's pretty locked up unless we lost Zenit on the final day. However, winning today, we are through. We are through no matter what happens. We are through in terms of Europa League football. We would go, obviously, to 7 points. Zenit would beat us on the final day. It would come down to who scored the most away goals and then, obviously, goal difference. We probably would tick both boxes for that. as well, but who knows how that's going to go. Look, we know if we somehow beat Dortmund in Germany, it's massive. We also know that on the final day, that if we do lose to Dortmund here today, it's a free hit. You know, we lose today to Dortmund, we will be equal points with Zenit. We will be ahead of them because of results against teams and, of course, our goal difference, of course. But we also know if we beat Zenit in Zenit and Dortmund Dortmund draw or lose, right, we will jump them into second on the final match day. It's crazy, isn't it? There's a lot of situations that could go on. We know that no matter what, we're not going to be out of Champions League qualification for the next stage reckoning after this match day, win, lose or draw, right? Dortmund know if they win both games, they are through because they would beat us, be ahead of us, and then win against Barca, they're through. Dortmund know that a win and a draw may not be good enough for them. We know that a loss and a win would be. And that is a very likely prospect that we do lose here in Germany. But we have enough about ourselves to beat Zenit in Zenit, who has beat Dortmund in Zenit. And that's the big result that has kept this all so close, that there we are. We also know that if we draw to Dortmund, but Zenit beat us and Dortmund lose, Zenit could get through it. So, yeah, it is very interesting. Dan, good to see you. I'll answer that in a second, mate, in a YouTube video. In terms of the teams, they're missing Mateus Palacios, before I forget as well. I put my face cam back on, haven't I? Yeah, beautiful. Obviously, he started alongside Ortiz, our former player. They're one of the best centre-backs in the world now. So a guy like this missing this game, huge. We do have Orbris and Tremble suspended, as I did mention in the last part, and Texema unfortunately sprained his ankle in a 2-0 win against Midtjylland. More importantly, Abad is our best player at the club because he's been growing sensationally and is now touted as one of the world-class players in world football. 4.5 star of that potential kind of means you are a star Bundesliga star, Denmark, Superliga player, and kind of means you're also teetering on world class. Like Thomas Lawnberg when he left to go to Leipzig, was kind of looking like that sort of scout report, for instance, and Ortiz was at that sort of level, and now he's a world class centre back. So looks like we've been vindicated in selling Munizaga, allowing Abad, just not even 6 months of football. He's kind of got a few man of the matches that have been crazy. He's only allowed 1 goal in 9 league games at a 7.7. I haven't had a keeper be that consistent. I'm already saying, even though I know it's very disingenuous to Munizaga, because what he did, the money he's brought in, he was world class for, I thought he was pretty world class. We thought the world of Munizaga. The things that Abad has done and the things Abad has saved already in his short time being first choice keeper, I'm telling you right now, I'm liking him to Alisson in my Liverpool save. He's incredible. Anyway, in terms of the team here today, because we do have a couple of people out, we have got Abad. Ibe is got all the interest in the world, Bayern's, Juve and Celtic, which is Dan's question about Ange Postecoglou, the Celtic manager. I'm going to just briefly say, I think that Celtic really want him, but after the riots, the Celtic fans against getting Postecoglou in, I think Celtic will then, the board will then go, well, we really want Ange, but I'm not going to go with Ange now. Anyway, Lewis Ibe, Agildo, Bloom, Eugene Neff, the captain, out at left back because obviously Tremble is suspended. Jefferson Horn. It allows me to go a bit more defensive than Albrecht and play Yepi, which I think in an away game in Germany, knowing a point is not a bad result. Having a bit more of a defensive-minded box-to-box midfielder is good. Secondly, club through and through, Danish superstar Jeppe Hansen is going to be playing today. Campos obviously on the right-hand side, with Penner and Lars up top. I have gone, because of the injuries and suspensions, with an extra striker. Milan Van Truba has scored in a couple of cup games and whatever, but he's barely played for me. He has a very good international record. We did sign him really cheap and could sell him on for some profit, and he is wanted, and he's someone that I could potentially sell, knowing that I have this kid here who has a little bit of potential and is not the worst. For if we had injuries in the Danish league. But, Van Truba knows how to find the back of the net. Your bench will be obviously Christensen, the backup keeper, Van Truba. Thomas has had a few torrid games, so there we go. Sobby, Diodonato, Frank, and Wirtz obviously is the super sub on the bench. And away we go. Here we are. Score prediction in the chat, boys. I know everybody's up for it. Dim Rods have been screaming for this game in the chat since we've been live, and they have lined up with Marin now going into the middle of Ortiz. Taylor's still out there as well. I think Boom did not start last time out, but the rest of them did, like Holly and Adam, and it'd be interesting to see if they're going to line up 4-4-2 or 4-2-4, or they're going to line up 4-2-3-1 and then try to switch to 4-4-2 like they did against us in the first game that we played against. They have lined up straight 4-4-2, which I think is a good thing that they should have done. It's something they should have done against us away from home, and they've done here. I think that suits them a bit better, which is not good for me. So we know all about this team. Marin's the only one that's come in here that wasn't playing last time. He's incredible anyway. Ortiz, my former man's obviously there, and Cameron Taylor, we always do. I didn't see Bond play last time. Very good midfielder. Yeah, that's still an incredible team. Score prediction in the chat. Like I said, I'm going to mention it one more time. Dim, Rods, don't leave me hanging now. And here we go. Of course, he's an important player, and I hope he performs. He's still unhappy. He's the only player left that's unhappy from the transfer window. It's a fantastic occasion. I believe so too. And we are here in Germany to play Dortmund in a massive game. It's well worth noting Dortmund have not lost to us in any game in the Champions League yet. Today is the day it could change. Today's also the day it could go pear-shaped, and we will be left on the cusp of Europa League football in the group of death. We weren't meant to get through this group. Yeah, we're the second seed, but Dortmund on paper are meant to be with Barca on like 9 points or whatever here, and we're meant to be pumping Zenit, and Zenit's meant to have no points. As it stands, though, this group has been absolutely insane. We were a little lucky against Barcelona over both games. Also feel like we were very lucky that we had a batting goals as well. But here we go. Anyway, highlight here. Early doors in the whites, into Bloom, into Yeppy. Yeppy now looking for somebody. I don't know who. Just feel like in these big games, our passes don't stick. And like in the league games, passes stick. That is a run and a half. A bad. Well, in the end, you know what? He came out and picked it up at his feet. That's fine. Now, find an option. Don't go too long. In the end, you know what? He drilled it into Penner. I can half see what he tried to do. That's a ball again. Abani's just making a save. He doesn't. It's offside, though. And it is a 0-0 still. Everyone hold your horses. Referee is listening. The goal is disallowed due to VAR. And we are still 0-0 here. We need to start well. We're not. In the end, just offside, as you can see here. Oh, very tight. But there we go. Anyway. 15 minutes played. It's really struggling out there at the minute. I do find in these big games against the bigger teams, the 4-4-2 does wane a little. But I do feel like when we're the better side, we are dominant. We do have periods in games, even against the bigger sides, where we do well with the 4-4-2. I just feel like it's a tactic where if I got the best players that I could in, that's a goal. I just feel like it's a tactic we get the best players in, we do win games of football. I just don't know what we do in these big games. It's been the crux of the save, is like, we get to the Champions League, we're full of confidence, and then we get a Barcelona, a Juve, a Real Madrid or whatever, and then they knock us to back this step one. It's just like, well, against the big side, nothing works, but against all the weaker sides, we're better. We're like the best of the rest in the Champions League. We're one of the teams that the big sides don't want to play, and we're getting pummeled here, by the way. Bad catches on the break. Good kick to Lars. Look at Lars. Oh, my day. He took too long. Now roll it. Good boy, Yeppy. Lars wants it. Campos wants it too. Lars, stay wide. It's going to come inside, isn't he? Make the run. Lars, big chance. Finish. Chips in. Oh, my God. Oh, he's put it wide. But it goes over and I think he scored. Oh, a point would be huge. Just going to tell us to demand a little bit more here. We've come back into it a little bit. That's the thing. We always have a moment. It's a corner. Don't concede, please. Backstick, a Gildo. Penner's quick. Don't know where you've knocked that to, but in the end, I don't know who's there. Paddy Horn. Can't lose it. Does lose it. Fucking idiot. All right, Flores. Bomb. We need to win it back now. Holly. I wins. Oh, my God. Falls to him perfect. Any more perfect, it could have fallen to him. It kind of just hit Simon and Miss Lax just like, yeah, cheers. 2-0 down just like that. We just don't have a system against the bigger teams. We just don't have a system against the bigger teams. It's really the problem here, is we just don't have a system against the bigger sides. Like, no, we've tried for this whole save over 13 seasons. We just can't, against the bigger side, go out there and perform as well as we can. No one having a good game out here. A Gildo. We need a goal before halftime to give us any sort of, sniff. Paddy Horn now. Ball towards Penner. Good touch. Lars now. Penner making another run. Great run. Got to get there first. Does get there. Come on. And just like that, a link-up play between Lars and Penner. It's 2-1. Just a brief, just a bit of, I don't even know how to word it. Just, words, Damien. Commentate. Just a way back into the game. Just a sniff. That's what I was trying to say. Just a sniff. Trying to say, it kept coming out as just a breath. Like, it's not what we mean. The midfield not having a good game. That is my biggest problem in this formation, is I don't have a box-to-box midfielder like At Liverpool, we have Eduardo Camavinga, who's incredible. We have Thiago, we have Henderson. They all three can play box-to-box so well. Here, we just don't have that guy that's going to go in there and be able to win the ball back, be dogged, yet also have the creativity to go. I thought Yepi could have maybe been that guy. I know Yepi is not as good as all of them. He's very well-rounded, but hasn't been today. Orbis is that kind of guy that I don't mind leaving in the midfield that can kind of just, like, be the key to pick the lock. But it's getting to the stage that if I think this is the system that's going to win me the Champions League, I think then I don't want to say selling Orbis, but selling Orbis for maybe 50, 60 million and getting in two midfielders that do fit the box-to-box role would be big. Anyway, 2-1. If we could get to the 75th minute, we'll throw the kitchen sink at them. As it stands, though, it's a highlight. Enduram, ball. No ball in, please. It is a ball in. Back stick. Cleared away by Gildo. Can we get on it? See, the midfield always wins the ball back. Their midfield always wins the ball back. We never fucking pick it up, do we? Should be our ball. Oh, my. What are you stopping for, Eugene Neff? In the end, though, he's done well. Does it fall to us? Lars or Penna doesn't want to pick that up. Everything falls back to him, so we're just going to concede here, aren't we? Holly makes a good run. Should have got it. Into run now. Horn. We serious? And it falls to him again. And it falls to him again. Thank God that's gone wide. Look how many times that ball fell to him. It's not happening in the middle of the park at all. Don't really have a middle of the park change. Dio Donato's going to come in. Ives on a booking. I'm going to get Yepi out to right back, and I'm going to get Dio Donato, who's a young kid, into the middle of the park. The big boy, the Argentinian, needs to win the ball back. 70 minutes played. Time ticks. Highlight. Think after this highlight, there's no goal. We're going to switch the system. Horn, Campos. Need to find a ball. That's fine. A Gildo. Didn't need to launch it long, but Lars will win. Finds Penna. Back to Dio Donato. Isn't going to win that. See, in the league, we'll find a pass. You know, we'll go back to the centre back or whatever. Here against the big team, we just panic and hoof. In the end, Undaran. Can we win a tackle here? Neff does. Down the line. Oh my. Down the line. Look at the out ball. Where are you going, man? Don't panic. This is a goal for them. They've got so many numbers in the box. Ball in. Moran should score. A bad. What a save. Just keeps me in games. He does. Is that the highlight? Apparently not. That's not a good kick. This is going to be a goal. Game over. We just get eaten alive too much. It's just too much room between the lines. Too much room between the lines. Big amount of room between the lines. It's too much. Gionato can play there, sure. Lars, Penna, Horn is going to come off. Campos can go in there. Get Sobby in there as well. Get Wirtz in as well for maybe... Edison Campos looks dead. Sure, Wirtz go in the hole. 3-1. Barring a miracle, we're going to be third come final day. Just against the bigger sides, we've had the problem with the 4-2-3-1. We've had the problem with the 4-4-2, a different type of 4-4-2. We've had the problem with the 4-1-3-2 that we just moved into. That against the bigger sides, no matter what we do, the midfield of the bigger team always outplays us. No matter what system they play. If we play 4-2-3-1 and match them, we still get done. All right, here we go. Bloom, Neff. We've got to just go for it here. Dio Donato, Bloom, a bad. See, this is what they should be doing in the 4-4-2, and then you're looking for your out ball. In the end, he just launches to Lars. Lars can win that, we're on. He does. Wirtz. Penna wanted it. Should have given it to Penna early. Dio Donato wins it back. Very well done by him. A goal right now, make their nerves jangle. That would be insane. A Gildo now. Bloom. Happy. Touch. Dio Donato. Yepi. Wirtz. Still going Wirtz. Dio Donato. Needs to find an option somewhere. Eugene Neff. Yepi. Lars. Sobby. Wirtz. Please finish. Oh my, could you imagine if we scored one late? What a team goal. The go-to system, the balls on the wall system, that is the 4-1-3-2, has produced another moment of magic. That's what I was like. We got through that highlight. 2-1, bang, we'll go for it. Here we go. 10 minutes, 1 goal. Come on, boys. Get a shout. Encourage them. Trust yourselves. Off we go. Is there going to be a moment of madness? Time ticks away. Very attacking. Late doors. Highlight. We need a highlight. Ortiz on it. Goes long. Can we win it here? Oh, we do. Come on, boys. Who believes? I believe. Come on, Agildo. Back. A bad. A goal right now would shake up this whole group. Bloom now. Goes long. Wirtz doesn't win it. Lars wins it back. Wirtz. Penner. Moment. Big chance. Beats the keeper! Get the fuck in. This is fucking Denmark, baby. Let's go. SFB 3, Dortmund 3, and the German Giants have been stunned. From 3-1 down, it's 3-3. What a goal this could be in the save. Pause, park that freaking bus. Park that bus, baby. Oh, Penner, I love you. What a goal, what a move. Incredible. I'm not a fan of parking the bus. I always feel like Football Manager always screw you. I don't think I can make one more change, can I? No. Alright, good. Alright, go. Get home, please. Tick away time. Just things are happening this year. Wow, what late drama. Did we deserve a point? No. Did we deserve a point? No. Did we get a point, YouTube? Yes. Did we get a point, Twitch? Type yes in the chat. Oh, Mikel Wirtz off the bench has changed the game. 80th minute. What a goal this was. It is my balls to the wall system. This is my balls to the wall system. Balls to the wall system. The 4-1-3-2 is balls to the walls. This system. Have a look at this. Bloom, Neff, 2 passes here. 3 passes to Donato. 4 passes back to Bloom. Back to Abad. That's 5. 6 passes. 7 passes. 8 passes. I don't think we win it here, do we? We do. 9 passes. Wirtz to Penner. No passes. Well, restart again. 1 pass. 2 passes. 3 passes. 4 to Agildo. 5 to Bloom. Back inside the Yeppy. 6 and 7. Donato played so well off the bench, the young 18-year-old. There's 10 passes into Wirtz. Goes on the run. Donato 11. Get it the other way. 12, 13, 14. Touch. 15. Ball through 16. Wirtz. The one the kid who came from our youth intake. Goal. 16 passes. And then we go absolutely just route 1. Win the ball, Yeppy. Lars Wirtz, first time through. And Penner, who's wanted by PSG, puts it bottom bin. That could be the moment. That could spark just the 1 year we need to finish this save. The 1 year we need. Just a year of madness to happen and we win the Champions League. Oh, we are going to be in the box seat come final day. Look. I don't have too many clear thoughts. Soccer's about all those moments. Well, considering we just said this is Denmark and we are in Germany, we've lost our head. That moment, this is why we play Football Manager. Get the fuck in. We are 1 point clear of Zenit. We are 2 points clear of Dortmund. We play Zenit in Zenit on the final day. We know we're winning, we're through. A draw, it's in the hands of Barcelona. And a loss, and we could be as low as 4th. It is all to play for come final day, and YouTube, you will see that game live in just the click of a finger. For everybody here on the Twitch chat, we are going to sim to that in a very jovial mood. It's Dortmund 3, SFB 3, and come final day, we're in 2nd in the group of death. Welcome back, YouTube. The final part of episode 130. First thing I'm going to say, this save has encaptured me yet again, and I am back loving SFB. If you're loving that and the fact the content of SFB is rolling around, give this episode a like. Second thing, we have a shot to get through the group of death here on match day 6. We have Zenit in St. Petersburg in the hail to find out if we will go through with Barcelona into the knockout stage. As you can see, Zenit right behind us. Zenit know they win, they are through. We know we win, we are through. Zenit also know that a draw is not good enough but is more than likely good enough for Europa League football. Dortmund know they have to win if they want to get any sort of European football. A win and a draw between us and Zenit would see them slide probably into... would see them, I think, slide into second, would it? They know that if Zenit was to beat me, they can't. And they know that if we win, they can at least jump Zenit with a win. So they need to win their game against Barcelona. That game there is being played in Germany, so they give them half a shot. But for me, I think, everything is possible for looking at competitions. Should be able to see competitions here. By club vision, we should be able to see where we're going to finish no matter what. The board is pleased to reach the group stage. That's fine. Should be able to see how well we're doing here with one of the tabs. I just want to know if I can do it. Players, scouting, team competitions. Yeah, see, we could finish anyway for second and fourth. So that's all I wanted to see. And then we're going to go back by squad status. No, player stats, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one. All right, not a problem. So it just proves that we could finish anywhere come the final day. I couldn't get my webcam back on. As you can see, in Germany, we do have a big game, Dortmund and Barca. We know we beat Zenit, we are through. We have to do it. Zenit side is pretty strong. They are missing a couple of key players. They are missing Supernet, who would normally start on the left-hand side for them. Couldn't play on the right. But more importantly, Repson, who is also the other player that would play on the left-hand side or could play for the middle, is also out suspended. It is a very good Zenit side. They do have some good players. They've got Jacob, who's a 30-year-old midfielder, who is a absolute experienced midfielder that kind of knows how to play football. He's one of those guys that you just don't want to face on FM because he knows how to do the job. He would probably get into my middle of the park as a box-to-box midfielder or something similar. He is a guy that we're going to have to watch out for here today. They've also got the options going forward that are really good as well. They are going to be a decent side. For us, it's fine. We are going in as full strength as we can. Obviously, Texem is out and Van Truber just injured himself, but the rest of the boys are there. Yeppy is going to make the bench, and I am going to drop... You know what? It hurts me to do it, but I think if we're behind, Ripper can come on and change the game in the middle because he'd be more creative. And if we're defensively trying to see out the game, I'll probably keep the middle of the park the same and make, Thomas come on or something like that. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it as is. A bad in goals, Agildo, Bloom, and Eugene Neff. They've been the preferred four in the Champions League, it seems, so far. Jefferson, Horn, Albrecht, and Campos with Penner and Lars up top. Look, we know that if we go behind, the 4-1-3-2 is going to come out in force. We know if we go ahead, this 4-4-2 is good enough to play. We know that generally as things have gone on, the 4-4-2 against the teams that are kind of at our level or weaker than us, we are better than in the game. We just know that teams that are bigger than us and better than us seem to carve up our 4-4-2 that little bit more. Anyhow, it's a massive game. It'll be interesting to see. Get your score predictions in. JS reckons we're going to win 3-1. Berger reckons we're going to win 2-1 with a late penalty winner. I would love to just go out there, be 3-0 up in 20 minutes and just go, everybody relax, we're going through. But yeah, there's also part of it that's like Europa League. That's fine too, because we've probably got more of a chance of us winning the Europa League. And we did run into Milan like a couple of years ago. If we didn't run into Milan, we probably would have made the final. Sorry, Chelsea. Might have been Chelsea, actually. We ran into Chelsea. But yeah, if we didn't run into a big team then, we probably could have made the semi-final final with the champions of the Europa League. So there's part of me that also goes, look, if this finishes a draw or whatever, then yeah, whatever happens, happens. Anyway, I have faith in these boys to make the difference. Look, go out there, win the game of football we're in. And that, to me, is all that bloody matters. They are lining up 4-4-2. We know how good Jacob in the middle is as well. They've got Costi in goals, who's not a bad shot stopper, the South African keeper. They got Zook, who is a very quick fullback. Perez knows what he's doing, the Argentinian centre-back, who's been capped 12 times. Ivanchenko at the back as well, a Russian player at 21 with a little bit of potential still to grow. And they have a left-back in Michele, who's also pretty quick. Andrew in the middle of the park, the South African international, does look very good. And for 2.5 star, that's a very good, decent player. We've seen Jacob a couple of times now. They've got a quick winger out there and no Vic. They've got Hovanes, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that last name, the Armenian international. They've got a squad that's pretty experienced in the international stage with some youngsters. Zenit left wing lacks a little bit of potential, kind of highlights that This is Zenit left winger in Artem has come in. The fact that they are struggling for a left winger because they've had one suspended and the other one is injured. And Jacob up top, not your most natural finisher, but is a guy they can play off as well. The bench is there. Roland Ortiz, not as good as my Ortiz, but I think pound for pound we have the better team. However, they beat Dortmund here. So they drew to Dortmund here and they beat Dortmund in Germany. So after the 4-1 that we gave them, they're a team that know what's going on. For us, it's about us going out there and seeing what we can do. Can we go out there? Can we do it? Let's go find out. Are we going to be in the Champions League knockout stage? Are we going to be in the Europa League? Or are we going to bottle it all and miss out in the group of death? Early highlight. It's a throw-in to Jordan Ibe. I've always said that, to Lewis Ibe. Ball finds Lars's feet. Back to Ibe. He puts one in the box. Jefferson can't turn. Campos hits it. And Campos, with no real angle, finds the back of the net. Inside 3 minutes, we lead in Zenit. And as it stands, no matter what happens, we would be through. No matter if Dortmund found a win against Barca, we would be through. Dortmund would actually sneak into the Europa League spot. Ball in. Jefferson cuts it. I don't think Campos is going to shoot. Footer's going to try and take a touch, but he did find an angle into the side, and he does the wonder kid that is wanted by a whole heap of clubs. We are 1-0 up, and it's a highlight again. Eugene Neff finds Penner. Jefferson now, still with the ball. Looks inside. Paddy Horn. Look for Campos. Ain't going to find him like that. And they're going to be decent on the break. You do feel Zenit. They move it around, and Artem now on that right-hand side of theirs. Well, left-hand side. Campos wins it back, though. Orbres, Ibe. And away we go again. Ibe down the line. He's quick. He's physical. He's away. Still going Lewis Ibe. Can he get a ball in the box? He does. Lars doesn't get on it. Doesn't actually fall to anybody. Jefferson wins it back, though. Neff now. And he finds Jefferson yet again. Inside. Eugene Neff. Ball in. Early ball. Lars heads. I think he's offside, boys. And he is. So don't celebrate. It would have been nice to be 2-0 up. But he was offside. And that is just how it goes. Wowzers. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Would have been nice, but it is what it is. And away we go. Great start from us. Been a superb start. We've put the pressure on them and we've got the early goal. Would have been nice to just have that one count. Zenit know, though, that they can get a win somehow and they're capable. But we know that 1-goal lead here was massive. Campos going on a run. No one really helped him out. Eugene Neff it falls to. Jefferson now. Campos hits it. Edison Campos was probably one of the reasons why we did not beat Sevilla a couple years ago in the Champions League. Or was it last year? It's so long ago for me because obviously all the catching up we've had to do. He missed a massive one-on-one away to put us with an away goal, and obviously missed a massive one-on-one in the 90th for the 88th minute to get us 2-0, a 2-0 win and through to the semi-final for the first time in the Champions League. Here, though, in a big game, he's made no mistake. He's had 2 chances left and right foot. He's finished both. And the wonder kid is showing us through to the Champions League knockout stage yet again. And I feel like for us as a second seed, it is paramount to make it, to keep our second seed spot, because surely we're not going to get the group of death next year. Ibe, ball in, early ball, headed away by Ivanchenko. Penner is offside. We've scored another offside goal. Jefferson did give him a nice little through ball, but was never back onside. It was Penner, a guy that's wanted by a whole heap of clubs as well. There's so many people that are wanted here. Abad has now even got interest. It's mental. I think the only people that isn't wanted in my team is Bloom because he's on in the starting 11 because he's on loan. In the end, very well done. 2-0 to the good. Time ticks away. 30 minutes played. We have looked very good, and now it's just up to us to go out there and just, put a third, and we can relax. Campos now, still going. Down this right-hand side, still going. Orbres now. Lars's header, just wide. Great movement from the boys. We have looked good out there. And so far, so good. 38 minutes played. We are 2-0 to the good. Wouldn't say we've been our most clinical in terms of, chances that we've had. We've had a lot more games. We've had 10, 12 chances in the first half. But the chances we've had, we have scored. Anyway, good run and a big switch. Novovic is one of the better wingers out there. Big chance over the bar. That would have been a lifeline for Zenit. On the break, still proving that they are still in this game with a goal here. And if they can find one right now, the nerves of SFB would jangle. Ball over the top. Agildo does thump it. Lars, can you win it? Doesn't in the end. And here they come again with Artem. And ball over the top. Neff heads, finds Horn. Paddy's got options. Penner is onside, and he finds it with Lars. Penner with a chance. does finish. Great run from Penner, rode the challenge. It's a goal. It's 3-0. And unlike them on the break and they put it over the bar, us on the break and we're clinical. And like I said, the 4-4-2 against teams that are better, that are equal to us or that we're better than, we do carve them apart. It's just the games that where it's Barcelona, Dortmund, Munich, Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, those sort of games where they have unreal world-class players, we just get found out. We don't have a system to contend. In all my previous years, my team became world-class and I could have just played whatever I wanted to. And, in the end, we eventually lucked into the Champions League because we finally all clicked, right? We had a few years where it should have just clicked and it never did. But with my Sunderland one, we just knew we had a team that had world-class players in areas, probably a better squad than this SFB squad. It is SFB. But the system, that 4-4-2 was nutty. And, that carried me through games. That won me games because the system was so good, right? And I think if you go to other Champions League wins, we've always had a really good team. But then I think back to my Icelandic save, we won it in Iceland, which is a similar save that spurred this save on. We won it because we built a 4-2-3-1 that was so good defensively that the bigger teams couldn't break us down, and we hit them on the break a lot in a 4-2-3-1. That was good. Lars is offside, wouldn't count, but there we are. Rich Australian, good to see you. How are you, mate? Anyhow, focusing on the game at hand, not from previous ways that we've won the Champions League. They've hit the post, which would have made things a little bit nervy here, but 3-0 up, we're in a pretty good spot, and it's cleared away anyway, and they haven't done too much, but hopefully we'll be okay. Look, we look like we're going to be free. If there's any luck, we can maybe find a decent knockout stage draw. I do think we're going to be up against it. Hey, but last year we beat defending champions Arsenal, who were the defending champions last year. Obviously, they didn't win it last year because we knocked them out, but you know what I mean. In the first knockout round stage last year, we played the champions and we knocked them out, so anything's possible. Anyway, Campos, going on a run, wants a hat-trick, hits it straight at the keeper, though. You said you wanted 3-0, you got it. I did say I want 3-0, and I have got it. We'll set 3-0 and relax. Just if we concede one, I'll always be a little bit antsy. In the end, the boys have played that one well. Campos has got 2 goals, but on a booking, would rather him not get suspended for the next round. So I know he's on 2, and I know that he's wants a hat-trick, but get him off. And this is not a bad game actually to get Ripper into here. And we can rest Albrecht just that little bit as well. Ripper hasn't played too many minutes because he kept getting injured. He's one of the guys who do want to win. Do want to get fit. By the way, Dortmund winning against Barca, so that proved that we had to win. Dortmund beating Barca. That could be their first win of the group stage. Who would have thought it would have came in match day 6? As that's taken a deflection of Perez, it's 4-0 now. And yeah. Rich and Berger, you've been in the same chat before, I reckon. Dortmund 2-0 up, so Barca must have rotated. Dortmund winning just proved that we had to go out here and win it. Poor old Zenit haven't been 4th at any point in the group stage. They're going to be 4th come match day 6, end of match day 6. That's unfortunate. They're 4-0 up. I don't know what's going on there in the Barca Dortmund game, but there you go. Anyway, talking about 4-0 up, we are, and Penner's on the break for make it 5. Still going is Penner. Penner's still going. Oh, it would have been a great solo goal. We are going to go, and with the last real kick of this, we are going to go and get Penner off for Wirtz and give Wirtz some Champions League football. Why not indeed? Podcast, yeah, mate. Me and Paulie, another streamer, do a podcast. A good mate of mine, lives up the road. YouTube, podcast, links down below. You know that, though. I'll plug it a bit. But yeah, we just filmed episode 11 last night. It was about the Champions League, Europa League, and Championship playoff final review. Had a lot of upcoming Euro questions that we did ask, and especially a question about who would make England's 26-man squad. Orange juice over apple juice, everybody, as well. Anyway, Jacob on the ball finds a way to Alex, picked off by Bloom, who's been sensational. His loans have been so good for us. Paddy Horn, Ibe, touches inside, finds Lars, Sobby now, through to Wirtz, doesn't catch it clean, he was offside anyway. Would have been the 3rd offside goal in this game. But we are flying now into the Champions League knockout stage. I don't think we can make another transfer sub. And here, anyway, Jefferson header, doesn't win it. We'd love 5, not going to lie. It's been a while since we've had a pumping on the YouTube, I think. And Paddy Horn now with the ball. Over the top to Ibe, great ball. We're in party mode here, ball in's blocked. Sobby wins it back. The Egyptian King, Wirtz, in the end misses another big chance. And there we go. Can we make another change? I don't think we can, because I think there's only 3 changes in the Champions League. Yeah, it is. All right, good. It's the first season you can make a few. But here we are. Anyway, time ticks away here. 91st minute. Lazar, Artem, Horn wins. I would love a clean sheet for a bad, please, boys. Jacob, ball in. Blocked by Bloom. What a tackle. Was offside anyway. And there we are. Yes, JS, you asked the English question. It was a great question. I'm not going to lie. We talked about that for a bit. Because, there's a lot of people you can cut in and out. Anyway, Jefferson there. Eugene Neff. Can we make it 5? Jefferson. One last nail in the coffin. It's not going to happen, is it? You never know. Bloom wins the header, but it's not going to fall to us. Still could win this header, Gildo. He does win it. Sobby. Ripper. And Gildo. Ibe. Sobby. Doesn't fall to words. I guess this is a pointless highlight. But we're through, boys, and savour it. We've got through the group of death. Dortmund have been extremely disappointing, which has allowed us to get through. But we have done the business when it's counted. Poor old Zenit. Haven't done anything wrong. And there we go. We're going to continue on. And hopefully we will be okay. I wouldn't want it to be Edison. For the game was won. It was a great start. Edison Campos, unreal. Nice to see him perform. As you can see, we needed a win. We got the win. And that is all that matters, because we just needed to do it. Now, when is the knockout stage draw? Football Manager. Clicking. It's there on the 12th. All right, so for everybody here on the YouTube episode, we'll be back in just a second for the 12th for the first knockout round draw. We'll see who we can get and etc., etc. I'm going to obviously go sim to that right now. For everybody here on the Twitch and YouTube, you'll see us in just the click of a finger. Don't go anywhere. Champions League, first knockout round draw. Yet again, we have made it through the group, but this time through the group of death. Welcome back, YouTube. It is time to see who we're going to get in the Champions League first knockout round. I did say it was going to be easier to get into the Europa League and go on a run, but for the good of the save, keeping our second place seeding, knowing we're not going to get the group of death every year if we're a second seed, it's important to have made it to this stage to probably keep our second seed for next year. I'm just going to scroll down here and just show you the teams that we could get. My face ain't in the way, which is great. Barcelona, Chelsea, Bayern, Liverpool, City, you do not want. Straight off the bat, you do not want any of them. Milan, Benfica, West Ham, however, have topped their groups. By the way, West Ham in their group, by the way, they topped at same points as Hertha Berlin, which would not have been great. But Atletico Madrid missed out altogether. Benfica's group, Inter Milan missed out altogether. Massive. And we have history against Milan. So there is 3 teams that we could take and go, you know what? It may be difficult, but we back ourselves. Especially Benfica. I think we got Benfica. We would actually probably be favourites to get through. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck, we can go and do the job. Who are we going to get, boys? I want the prediction in the chat. I think we're going to personally go and unfortunately get Bayern Munich. However, let you know, we can't get Barcelona, by the way, because we came out of their group. This is going to be insane. First out the thing is OJ Nice. We want to see one of the big teams go here. Chelsea, that is fine by me. JS wants West Ham because he's a West Ham fan. Next out is Valencia. We want to see Man City go. Milan goes. That's one of the teams we would not have minded. Next out the hat is Napoli, and they get Bayern. No, my prediction's gone. Liverpool, Man City, Benfica, West Ham. We have a 50-50 split of one of the teams we want. Juve, get Benfica. Oh, no. It is now Liverpool, City, or West Ham. Next out is PSV, and they will get Liverpool. It is Man City or West Ham. Next out is SFB. It's Man City or West Ham. Please. Yes, we got West Ham. Oh, it's a chance. It's a big old chance. JS gets his wish in the chat. We get West Ham in the next stage of the Champions League. That is going to be a very interesting tie. We have Hertha Berlin playing Man City, and Spurs and Barcelona will round out the draw. We had a 1-in-2 shot of getting City or West Ham. We've got West Ham, one of the teams we wanted. Look, if we go out in the first knockout round to West Ham JS, so be it, because the story of West Ham making it last year's Europa League winners, they're down in 13th in the Premier League, but they've gone and topped their group and got out. I think that's incredible. If you go to the profile here of the Champions Cup, and we go to profile, we go down to the group stage and all groups, you can see here West Ham top the group with Rangers and Atletico Madrid. They beat Rangers 5-4, beat Berlin and Rangers again. They drew to Atletico and they lost to Atletico 5-0 and Hertha Berlin 2-1. I think in the 4-4-2 we can get at West Ham. We can't afford to probably concede at home, but I think away from home we can score. I think at home, as long as we take a lead to England, we're going to be okay. Hopefully, we do not have a day that we've had previous times in the Champions League where we dominate at home, we don't score, we concede, and it's just like, oh, here we go. Hopefully, we go out there and do it. The next big test is obviously to keep these boys in. We will also, with the 56 million, if the right player becomes available, or if we go and get the right sort of player in, or if Albrecht gets like a big $60-80 million bid or something like that happens, you'll probably get a recap of it next episode. Like I said, I don't want these episodes to go crazily like every episode, like transfer special, this, that, whatever. But you will definitely see next episode. We'll be West Ham, home and away. We're going off to the London Stadium, place where I have been. But we're also going to obviously have them in Denmark at home. The fact we've done it against Dortmund this year, where we've been absolutely dogged away from home, should give us a lot to go on. And West Ham have got themselves a very interesting tie. A tie which both teams believe they could win, and it's going to be fantastic, and that will be next episode. Be excited for that. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. As always, links down below. Get in the podcast Discord because it's absolutely fantastic. Get in and listen to the podcast because it's absolutely fantastic. And we're obviously live on Twitch, so why wouldn't you follow that too? From Damo, everybody here in the Twitch chat, and SFB. See you next time. West Ham, Champions League first knockout round. It definitely is 2023.